The Seahawks yesterday didn't get a record, but they did something that hadn't been done since 1950. Scored 50 points or more in back-to-back games. They were playing the Bills. Russell Wilson up in Canada. That's a 9-yard touchdown. Wilson, 25-yard run. Now, just think if this field had been 110 yards, maybe the Bills could kept them under 50. But it wasn't, and it's 14-0. Wilson, he throws it to Zach Miller. Look at the float. There it is. Nice. 50-17, the Seahawks beat the Bills. Now, as we told you, these guys know it. Jaws, Steve, Trent. Now, 1950, we've seen the Seahawks do it. We've seen Bob Waterfield and Norm Van Brocklin do it for the Rams in 1950. We've seen Chuck and Charlie Connerly, Trent, do it for the New York Giants in 1950. So Russell Wilson, this is pretty good territory, huh?
Yeah, all those guys you're talking about, Boone, played in Steve's era. Talking about Russell Wilson.
Yeah, we used to score 50 all the time.
You did. When you evaluated him, I remember going to the draft, and I looked at him, and I saw the tape. I'm like, man, he does so many great things.
He's the CEO.
But he's 5'10" and 3/4, and I said, there's no precedent that's ever been set that a guy this little can go in the National Football League and play big boy football and be a franchise quarterback. I said if that were to happen, he would have to be exceptional at the other dozens of layers of quarterback play. And by golly, he is exceptional at every layer you can find of quarterback play. He's already a legend with his work ethic. This is a phenomenal kid who's developed in a phenomenal
player. And the bridge that's happened for Robert Griffin and for is the same thing I wish I had when I was coming into the league. Is this kind of option offense that alleviates a lot of the stress from reading sideline to sideline, and it cuts the field in half, and linebackers don't know where to go, and I think it's made a huge difference. I agree. Russell's the kind of guy that you just want to follow.
Yeah.
And I don't care how tall he is. Drew Brees is 6 foot tall. You can be great in this game, and I think he's going to open it up for a few other guys in the 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot range who could be great. And I think that's a pioneer. That's somebody who's opening up the game for the future generations. That's what Russell Wilson's doing.
Josh, you feel the same way about Russell as Steve and I do?
Yeah, I really do, Trent. And oh, by the way, did the Buffalo Bills practice last week? They look ill-prepared for everything that the Seattle Seahawks threw at them. That being said, here's what has happened in Seattle. Darrell Bevell is their offensive coordinator, and I really thought after studying the tape for the first quarter of the season, they were pretty much a vanilla offense, very basic, and rightfully so, a rookie quarterback. But each and every week now, you're seeing an expansion of their offense. More formations, more formation variations with motion, more sets, confusing the defense. And that tells me this, Russell Wilson can handle it. They're much more complex, much more sophisticated, because they have a quarterback that can handle the volume, Trent.
I agree, Josh. When we're talking about one player, Russell Wilson, and I know the three of us have some other playmakers we want to talk about, a quarterback,